My name is Danny, and I am the mom of two very special little boys. When I was 20 weeks pregnant with my first son, Ryder, the day that we went in to find out what we were having, they were doing the scans, and we expected it to be just this really exciting moment. And quickly that was taken from us. They brought in the doctor, and he starts asking us questions about if anyone in our family has experienced clubfoot, if anyone in our family has experienced heart disease, and all these different questions that were just so off guard. And he explained to us that on the scans, it was showing that Ryder was gonna have clubfoot. And they started telling us that Olympians have clubfoot and all these things, and all him and I could think of was like, what is going on? This isn't how it's supposed to be.
It was just really dramatic when we found out, because Danny was, it's her baby in her tummy, and she wants to do everything to protect him, and that's one thing she can't change. So it was really hard to deal with for probably the first week.
We were sad and we were scared, and we didn't really know how to receive that news gracefully.
It was really just hard to hear that, there's any sort of birth defect.
Going in to all these appointments, we were just terrified. They had mixed feelings about it, and they didn't really know what the process to correct it was. But we got to Shriners, and it was just like all of our troubles seemed to be lifted away by the people there.
Once we talked to Shriners, everything was fine. All of our questions were answered.
I think they could just tell that we were so scared. We probably looked like deer in headlights walking in there, not knowing what to expect, and they just opened up their arms to us and took in Ryder. The burden that we felt was lifted within a matter of seconds.
Their education about it is just wild. They immediately changed our point of view about the whole thing, just because, this is pretty, common for us. We see it all the time, and explained that there's gonna be casting, and that then they're gonna go into the boots and bar, and then once they're 4, I think it's 4, you're gonna be done with it, and they're gonna live a regular life. Then in my head, it's like, all right, well, now it's just a trip to Spokane.
Shortly after Ryder was born, I got pregnant with my second son, Taylor. We were told the odds of Taylor having clubfoot are slim. Don't worry about it. He'll probably have the straightest feet that we've ever seen. We
were asking the doctors, do you think that the second one is gonna have clubfoot early on? And they were like, oh, if he has clubfoot, you should go get a lottery ticket, because, he had the Vegas odds.
We went in for that 20-week ultrasound, and there was that curved foot. She didn't even have to tell us. We just knew, and we just looked at each other and locked eyes and just laughed.
But kind of thought it was cool, because then Ryder won't grow up and be like, why doesn't Taylor have to have a bar? They just get their boots and bar together, and nobody's left out.
I remember going to Shriners for an appointment for Ryder about a week later, and talking to Becca, one of the nurses there. And I said, Becca, guess what? This baby has clubfoot too. And she was like, well, let's just get him an appointment. And so she did a tentative appointment for him. And something about doing that just made us feel like so proactive, and that everything was gonna be okay. And we just knew Shriners was gonna take care of us.
I think they really do care about all the kids they treat, because they seem to light up when they see any kids in there. So, and I think it's probably for the kids too, like, hey, they're here to focus on me, I'm gonna be all right.
Shriners Hospital has provided Casey and I guidance and comfort. They would ask us how we were doing, not just our children. They would ask, like, mentally and emotionally how we were handling it. I think they put a real focus on our mental health as well as our children's, and that allowed us to be better parents. Now Ryder is almost 2, and he's on the move, and Taylor is chasing after him and wants to get in there too. I don't think there's anything that can stop those boys from accomplishing and meeting the goals that they set for themselves. And because of Shriners Hospital, they're gonna be able to do all of that because their feet are straight. So The world's their oyster. They can do whatever it is they want to.